Greetings, everybody. Now, on one of my latest articles, I have written about why do they move slowly in Tai Chi Chuan or Tai Chi. Now, the reason why they do move slowly, especially with the yang style, is that it allows you to basically maintain a certain structure, which can only easily be learned, or let me say, can only be learned easily if you are basically doing the form slowly. Okay, it allows you to maintain the structure. Now, what is the structure? So I'll put a link below, two links, one of the article that I'm speaking about and another one on the article where I'm speaking about standing meditation, Zhuang. Now, it's basically the same principle of sinking the chest, tucking in the coccyx or the pelvis slightly as if you're sitting, and making sure you relax your shoulders, your elbows are pointing down, and your joints, all three joints at the bottom, the ankles, the knees, the hips, that this area are basically loose and not tight or locked, and with the corresponding joints of the shoulder, elbow, and wrist. That is, now when you're moving in Tai Chi Chuan, regardless of the style, in Yang style they usually move slow. In Shen style they also do initially move slow, and then they'll add the fast moves, the Fajin moves. Now that is why you would move slow. Now, going deeper into the reason as to why the movements are slow is one of the concepts is Tingjing, sensitivity. It's usually used in Tui Shou or push hands, like you say in English. The reason why going back to Tingjing, it is also used in the concept of Tingjing is all about sensitivity, being sensitive within yourself first, and then within your opponent. It basically automatically works that way. So to shed some light into that, as you're moving slowly, if there's any discrepancies in the structure, let's say for example your hip is sticking out, you will be able to feel it tuck it back in as if you're just moving fast. Now, this does not mean you cannot maintain the structure moving fast. You can if you already have the skill, but if you do not have the skill, it is more efficient sort of. It's a more efficient way for you to learn and acquire the structure or to maintain the structure. So if you were practicing Zhuang and you're really good at Zhuang, and then now you want to start moving, maintaining the structure that I'm speaking of. And what is the structure? It's a structure when you sink the chest, tucking the pelvis, having that rounded structure. When you have that rounded structure and you're good at Zhuang, but when you move, there might be some certain errors. Now what happens is the slow movements allows you to correct that, and you can feel the loosening of the joints, the sinking, which is you just dropping all that gravity down. The same concept that you have in Zhuang, but now you're using it as you move and keeping your mind still. Okay, the whole concept of stillness and motion and stillness. That's basically it. At a later stage in Yang style, especially my lineage, there are fast drills that you would use, because at the end of the day, Tai Chi is actually a martial art. And I might get some naysayers, never mind. Look, regardless of what martial art you do, if the practitioner is good at it, it'll be effective. If they're not, it'll be ineffective. Okay, so like it's famously known in the martial arts community, it is not a matter, it's not about the style, it's about the practitioner. And a lot can be said about that. But I'm not going to get back. But going back to the point I was moving, there's the concept of Tingjing, basically listening energy, or it's referring to sensitivity. It's a very deep concept. So when you are able to release all that tension into the ground, it is basically like a car. Okay, so if you can lower your center of gravity, you'll get that thrust, that upward force that comes in. Okay, so when you're doing the form slowly, so even when they raise the hands, it's not you just raising the hand there. You see, my shoulder is stiff, I relax the elbow joint, and therefore I relax my shoulder joints, and then you'll see what happens, and then my wrist comes up. Now, the other issue is, it is theoretically easy to talk about this, like I'm doing now. I'm a culprit. However, to apply this, it's not easy, because funny enough, the paradox of what happens is that your body actually resists you dropping the. At first, you're confused. At first, you actually hold on to tension without knowing it. You're holding on to tension. So when you just sink the sternum or sink the chest, it's actually the sternum, this area here. When you drop it down, it allows you to relax certain parts of your upper body. What also happens is, even when you do that, you might still feel the stiffness. That's because you're not used to the structure. So that's basically one of the reasons why they'll move slow. At later stages, they would move fast. But if you were to, this is where the health aspects of it also come. And it's not to be divided. If it benefits you healthily, it also benefits you martially. So that slow movement, that's where you can basically sink, like they say, or sink to your bones. Releasing that tension has health benefits. You know, if you have tight joints, etc. Yes, to a degree. Although traditionally speaking, it will be painful. Like I said, you hold on to tension. So if you're doing it properly, the sinking action, is everything is dropping down into the ground. You will start feeling it in your thighs because your sinews are tight, and they will obviously pump up. But as they get nice and loose, etc., it'll go back to its normal size. It is a very deep concept. I'm still learning about. Well, as I'm practicing, I'm learning deeper and deeper about it. It's not something that happens overnight. Yeah. So don't forget to subscribe. Okay, and I'll be putting 2 links with regards to the whole thing about Zanzhuang and about why do you move slowly in Tai Chi Chuan. And yeah, we'll be posting more videos, so tune in. And soon we'll be launching a link to our Patreon page. For those who like these videos, please donate so we can make more quality videos and just more content on the website. Because we are now going to focus a lot on martial arts, given that the name of the website is DeadlyDuels. And yeah, we'll be talking about things like MMA. Now and then I'll throw in something that's slightly off topic, like politics. Also about cells, given that I'm writing the book, The Untold Truth About Cells, Create Urgency, and also the fantasy novel Harmonious Fist. Okay, thanks y'all.